Welcome back to Follow Your Gut. I'm Juniper, founder of Only. This episode is for the woman with the supplement cabinet, the saved protocols, the notes app full of symptoms, and that late night search history. It's for the mom who's tried all the things for her child, the creams, the drops, the prescriptions, the probiotics, the food swaps, the routines, and still you feel like you're missing the bigger picture. If you have a cabinet full of supplements, screenshots of protocols, saved posts about parasites and minerals and detoxing and hormones and gut health, and you still don't feel like yourself, this episode is for you. And if you're a mom with a drawer full of things you've bought for your child, the probiotics, the powders, the drops, the creams, vitamins, remedies, special snacks, food swaps, and notes from every late night screen search, this episode is very deeply for you. You have tried so hard. I know this place so well, and it takes on the weight of a full-time job, really. It is all-consuming. Everything that you're doing comes with so much self-compassion and so much self-love and so much abundant love for your child. But all of these good intentions and all of this love without a clear path is nothing short of exhausting. I have notes upon notes upon notes with the most detailed information about what time my child breastfed, what time his symptoms seemed to flare, what his poop looked like that day, what he ate, how long he napped, how many hours that day he breastfed, what I ate, how much I went to the bathroom, how much I slept. I'm talking hundreds of notes. So many pictures of his skin and his poop. And I mean, if there was a search history from those late nights, that alone could create a novel. Our routine was so strict because at some point, my son, he was sick for the first 2.5 years of his life. And as time went on, his symptoms were more and more severe and he had more and more of them. And I got to a point where I started to believe that he was just really fragile. And more than anything in the world, he just needed a consistent routine. And so you better believe we took a bath on the dot at the same time every day. My husband was a traveling salesman at the time. And whether he was home or not, we got out of bed at the exact same time. We ate breakfast at the exact same time. Our routine was locked in. My bathroom drawers were full of every type of natural cream that existed. Every remedy for his reflux and his colic. And I can't even begin to tell you how many diapers he would blow out of in a day. And I tried my best to do cloth diapers. I did it successfully with my first child, not my second. I couldn't keep up. Over those 2.5 years, I took him to 17 different healthcare professionals. Everything from traditional pediatricians to Ayurvedic doctors to functional health specialists to lactation consultants and allergists and naturopaths. Everyone I could think of. And every one of them had a different protocol, had a different symptom that they were really focused on healing. Or maybe it was 5 of his symptoms at once. And here's 3 supplements for each symptom. And then here's all these different topicals. Even just saying it right here, I am exhausted. It feels like a true miracle that we made it through this season of our life and that my marriage survived because I was not well. I was completely consumed. I was obsessed because I knew I was going to lose my son. And of course, I lost myself in the process of this. I abandoned myself. Any moment that my son slept, I was researching. I was doing everything I could to try to connect the dots. I wasn't lacking effort. I was lacking a connected framework. I was lacking guidance. that could give me a clear path to follow. You aren't doing too little. There isn't a woman that exists that's doing too little. We're all doing too much without a clear path. You've been trying to build a healing plan from fragments just like I was. One supplement from one expert, a protocol from a podcast, a food rule from a Facebook group that you're in, a product from a friend, a practitioner recommendation, a detox from Instagram, a probiotic from a midwife, a mineral tip from somewhere else, a cream for the skin, a reflux suggestion, a constipation solution, a behavioral strategy, a hormone hack. And some of those pieces, they might be good. They might be really beautiful. Maybe you've taken some really amazing things from all of the pieces you've been putting together. But good pieces don't automatically create a complete plan. This is why I was trapped with my son for 2.5 years, because I spread myself in a million different places trying a million different things. I couldn't find a clear path. It didn't exist. And the truth is, all of this random support creates random results. Not because any of it's bad, but because it's not anchored in healing the body as a whole. And there's a whole nother layer to this that no one really seems to be talking about. When we have our feet in so many different doors, there's one truth behind that. We don't believe in any single one of them. We don't have faith in any single one of them that is actually going to heal the body as a whole, because we've been focused on individual symptoms, right? When my son had allergies, of course we eliminated those allergens. And he had eczema at the same time. So of course I'm trying every topical cream I can to bring him support so that we can sleep at night. And his reflux was so uncomfortable for him. Of course, I'm giving him drops for that reflux. And when we're piecing it all together like this, there isn't a focus on the foundation, on the root problem that's leading to all of those symptoms in the first place. So of course, we have our feet in 10 doors. Of course, we don't have faith and belief that this is going to work, because we're missing the bigger picture. We're missing the actual whole body healing path that's going to transform your or your child's entire being, not just one symptom. And there's a significant cost when we don't have belief and hope that the body can actually heal as a whole. The first cost is our clarity. You don't know what's working when you're piecing together so many things. You don't know what's potentially making things worse. You don't know what to stop. You don't know what to keep going and continuing. You don't know if you gave it enough time. You don't know if your child's reacting to the thing you added, the thing you removed, or something completely unrelated. In my journey, I hit a point where I realized I wasn't actually looking for another supplement. I had exhausted all the resources that were out there. I was searching for certainty. I wanted someone to tell me exactly what to do. I wanted to know I wasn't missing the thing that would finally help his body. That's the pattern underneath the searching. It's not really about the next supplement. It's about the fear that you might miss the thing that could help. And the hardest part of all of this is when you stay in that pattern long enough, you stop trusting yourself. You stop trusting your body. You stop trusting your intuition. You stop trusting your child's ability to heal. You stop trusting your ability to make good decisions. And this is heartbreaking, because the woman listening to this, you're not careless. You are deeply invested. You're not ignoring your child. You are paying so close attention, more than anyone realizes. But when fear is driving the search, even your deepest care can start to feel like confusion. So when I was in the depth of this, I would jump really quickly. One week, I would be really focused on, oh my gosh, could this be parasites? And then I was hyper obsessed with, could we possibly have mold in our house? Oh my gosh, what if he's just really deficient? What if he doesn't have enough minerals? Let me buy all of these supplements. Is it gluten? Maybe it's gluten. I'll cut out gluten. Is it just his nervous system? Am I so dysregulated? Is there something so wrong with me that it's showing up in his body as symptoms? Maybe we're not getting enough protein. Is it the laundry soap? And of course, many of these things matter. I want to say this with so much love. More is not deeper or better. More supplements does not automatically mean deeper healing. More restrictions does not automatically mean deeper healing. More protocols, more research. Sometimes deeper healing starts when you stop adding and you start connecting. We've all been conditioned to believe that healing requires more tests, more products, more prescriptions, more restrictions, more information, more protocols, more tracking, more control. It makes sense that we believe this because our medical system has made healing feel like something you have to earn by becoming more obsessive, more informed, more disciplined, and more exhausted, because we have to fight to be heard, to be seen, to be validated in what we're experiencing. If we don't fight for ourselves, if we don't so powerfully advocate for our children, we get brushed under the rug. And when we keep showing up and we keep asking for support, it's all laid on us. More. You have to do more. But the foundation of healing isn't adding more. I want you to feel this in your body for a minute. What if healing's actually more simple than you could have ever imagined? What if it can feel calm? Because I've made it to the other side, and I'm here to tell you that it 100% absolutely can. So let's differentiate fragmented healing and connected healing. Fragmented healing looks like, what do I take for bloating? What do I give my child for eczema? Or what cream do I use? What foods can I eliminate to get rid of this bloating? What do I give my child for reflux? What do I need to do for constipation? What do I do for this behavioral issue? That's fragmented, looking for those answers. Connected healing really asks one simple question. What pattern is repeating itself? So fragmented healing, this looks like chasing symptoms. Connected healing listens and looks for the patterns. This is why I love the word simple, because simple doesn't mean basic. Simple doesn't mean shallow. It doesn't mean ignoring the complexity of the body or of the symptoms. Simple means honoring the complexity of the body without making your life more chaotic. I'm going to say that again. Simple means honoring the complexity of the body without making your life more chaotic. After going through this and making it to the other side, I'm here to tell you that healing doesn't have to look like a spreadsheet. It doesn't have to feel like a full-time research project. It doesn't have to feel like waking up every morning wondering what new thing you need to try. It can feel calm. It can be simple. So I want you to look around you. I want you to really think about all of the supplements that you or your child are taking, all of the topical products that you're using, all of the hacks and protocols. And I want you to be honest with yourself. With each individual thing, is it creating more clarity or more confusion? Your body knows. Don't let your mind overcomplicate it. It's a yes or it's a no. It's a clarity or confusion. When you're looking at all of the supplements and all of the protocols and all of the hacks and all the elimination and all the things that you're doing, I want you to ask if it's part of a connected healing plan or if it's another fragmented piece. Is it supporting the foundation of the body, or is it chasing the loudest symptom? Is it helping you trust your body more, or is it making you feel more chaotic and more frantic? These questions alone will really change everything in how you approach your healing. This is where Only came from. This is where the Only rebalancing method was born. Because after years of trying to piece things together, I finally figured it out. And it was so simple that I couldn't not share it. In fact, that's one of the most beautiful gifts of rebalancing. One of the most unexpected benefits is when your gut is in balance, your gut-brain connection is so clear, and you know you're in balance when you wake up with a new sense of purpose and passion. You feel so alive in your body, and this is what I experienced when I rebalanced my gut. I had worked for so many years piecing things together, and through all of that, I finally created an entire methodology where every piece of the healing works symbiotically to heal the foundation of the body. This isn't symptom chasing or a symptom specific protocol. This is healing the foundation of the body, the gut. Once my gut was in balance, I couldn't not share it. I suddenly had more clarity and more capacity than I had ever experienced in my life. And my passion of sharing this healing with women like you is something I couldn't keep inside of me. So before you buy one more supplement, before you start another protocol, or you add in one more thing, or you remove one more thing, I want you to come and take the quiz. We created it to help you pause and look at the full picture. It gathers what's going on for you or for your child, and it gives you custom recommendations based on your unique healing journey. So your next step isn't another random guess. It's a clear, more connected one that's focused on connected healing, where you're going to the root of it all, to your gut, and healing from the gut outward. I want to end this with so much love. You don't need to keep proving how committed you are by making healing harder. You don't need to keep buying more and more to feel like you're doing enough. You don't need to keep starting over. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to simplify, to listen, to choose support that actually works symbiotically together with your body. Your body doesn't need more. Healing can be simple. It can be very intentional, very intuitive. It can feel calmer than what you've been taught. Healing is not a reward for exhaustion. Healing isn't earned through depletion. It's supported through alignment. If this episode resonated, share it with a woman or a mother who's ready to lead her family's healing. Everything mentioned is linked for you in the show notes. You can also subscribe to the Nourish newsletter there. Everything shared here is for educational purposes only and not medical advice. Until next time, trust your body and follow your gut.